Trigger warning, attempted suicide. Please skip 827 to 944. Welcome back, travelers. As always, we are the Improfessionals, here to immortalize these stories and characters and hopefully entertain them along the way. I'm Joseph, and we are continuing today my campaign Conflicts of Interest. Last time, the group ended up fighting a large undead within the valley, the hills, just to the north of Rein. They finally managed to make their way back into the City of Rein, where our good, quote-unquote, good halfling friend Peregrine tried to rob an innocent civilian and was quickly stopped. And Nura had an arm wrestling competition, and in this competition they ended up meeting a woman by the name of Vanessa. Now, after all that is said and done, everyone has gone and taken the rest in the rooms that were provided to all of you. Tarmin, I need you to make a wisdom save. Also, real quick, if it takes me a second for any reason to write things down or whatever, I apologize. I sliced my finger open a few days ago on a meat slicer, so...
What do you know? It's the same roll from last time!
You roll a 2?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so... starting things off, Tarmin. You're laying in the room provided to you in this inn. You've blown out the lantern by the bed. You lay down, and this creeping feeling of unease goes up your back. You open your eyes, you can't see anything, but you look into the corner of the room, and you swear you see a silhouette of someone standing in the corner. And you see what looks like a white mask staring at you. It's faint. It might not be there. You can't tell, but you can't seem to fall asleep as whatever it is, maybe it's nothing, maybe it's just your imagination, but as you keep opening your eyes and looking over and seeing it, you can't fall asleep.
As Tarmin gets up and says, "What the hell? Who the fuck are you?"
There is no sound and no response.
As Tarmin gets up and starts making his way towards it, I said, "Who the fuck are you?"
Even as you stand what feels like inches away from whatever this is, you still only faintly see what you think to be a white mask staring at you, and no reaction.
As Tarmin just tries to calm down as he sits in the middle of the room, just sitting and holding himself, just trying to take deep breaths, just... come on. You need to stop this, Tarmin. You need to relax. It's just the nerves. It's just being back on here. That's all. It's no one there. There's no one there. Tarmin just stares at it, just thinking that it's not real, telling himself it's not there, it's just nothing.
Even as you keep telling yourself it's nothing, you still see it and you still feel this gut-wrenching uneasiness.
Tarmin, after about maybe a good minute or two just staring at this thing, seeing that it's not going away, he is now going to take initiative, take out the dagger, and go to stab it.
You go over and you walk forward and you stab and you feel the knife hit the wood in the corner of the room. And as you look forward, you don't see that, whatever it was, that mask. You don't see anything in front of you. But as you touch, you feel the wall, and you feel where the dagger has stabbed into the wall.
Tarmin just looks around, taking a couple deep breaths.
As
It's
you
gone.
Look around in the room, You don't see anything.
He goes back to the bed and sits down, just staying up a little bit, trying to calm himself down.
Eventually, you lay back down, close your eyes, and try again to fall asleep. And then this uneasiness fills your chest as your eyes can't help but open again as you see that mask, and it looks like that whatever this might be or might not be is leaning over the bed, leaning over you, standing right on the side of the bed.
This time, Tarmin is going to swing.
You swing.
He's swinging at it.
As you swing, your hands don't hit anything, but it also doesn't go away. You still see this vision of this mask, whatever it is, whatever this figure is standing over the bed. No matter how many swings you take, it doesn't go away. And even as you sit up, it seems to just straighten and stand at the edge of the bed, just staring at you.
At this point, Tarmin does not care if he's making any noise, but he's trying to attack it, screaming at this thing.
You stand up and you swing the blade, screaming. Nobody manages to hear you. No one hears you tonight. As you just scream and swing and you hit the lantern off of the bedside table and it breaks against the ground. Again, no one hearing any of this. As you have to catch your breath as you're just swinging your blade violently. As you take a breath and you look up, it's still standing there, staring at you.
At this point, Tarmin stares at this thing, now absolutely terrified. What the fuck do you want?
You don't get any response.
Is Tarmin just staring at this thing, exhausted? He's not getting any sleep. Tarmin leaves his room just for a little bit.
You walk to the door and you grab the handle, and it doesn't budge. The handle does not move at all.
As Tarmin tries to hit the door down, breaking it down.
You hit, you kick, you scream, you give it the hardest kick you can. It doesn't budge. You feel a hot breath hit the back of your neck.
At this point, Tarmin slowly turns.
As you turn, you see this mask, again, this vision that you can't even tell if it's actually there. This white visage just inches from your face.
Is Tarmin not asking, what is he or that? Tarmin at this point looks at it. Why me?
Once again, there is no response.
As Tarmin, thinking about any way he can just get out of this, he comes to only one conclusion. As he brings up the dagger to his throat.
As you put the dagger to your throat, there's a sudden jolting as right behind your head you hear a knock.
As Tarmin turns, still dagger in hand, as this time he tries to open the door.
The door opens as you see the face of the woman you met yesterday, Vanessa. Hey, is everything okay? I heard what sounded like glass breaking.
As Tarmin stares at her, just sweat beating down his face, in a panic, as he just looks at her, sees the dagger in his hand, throwing it to the other side of the room.
Hey, what's going on?
As he's trying to catch his breath, as he just kinda gets dizzy as he falls backwards onto the floor.
Oh, hey, are you alright? As she kind of tries to help you up.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
You don't look like you've gotten any sleep.
Just dreams.
Well, I'm pretty sure the owners of this place will be cooking breakfast soon. Why don't we go downstairs and wait?
Yeah. Sure. Izzy wipes his head, just getting the sweat off of his face. Just kinda trying to calm down.
Mm-hmm. So I assume you head downstairs with Vanessa?
Yes.
As you head downstairs, you see that the outside through the windows, you see that the sun has slowly begun to rise. Tarmin, you were at that all night. And you will have 1 level of exhaustion.
As Tarmin is just sitting there shakily, just still a little worried, and not even knowing if this might be a dream as well.
After a little while, you see Daria, the dwarven woman, walk out of the back. She's actually in her own sleeping gown. Oh, good morning. I wasn't expecting anyone to be awake yet. We're gonna be starting breakfast soon. As she goes over and unlocks the door, and as she does, she stops and she looks out the window and she opens. And Tarmin, you see the captain of the guard, that orc that you saw yesterday in that silver armor with the gold detailing, Kydro, Captain Kydro. He walks in. Morning, Doria. Good morning, Kydro. Are you here to speak with the adventurers? Just one for now. As he makes his way upstairs. Peregrine, you hear a knock at your door.
Oh no!
I had a feeling.
Run away now! Run! I'll stop him!
You don't know what's going on. I don't either.
Yeah,
So I get up, I put some
It's the
clothes
soap
on.
goblin.
I put my clothes on, I try to steady myself down after last night, and then I go up to the door.
You open the door to see that same orc that you met yesterday standing over you. Hello, Mr. Tushog.
Good morning.
I would like you to step out with me for a moment.
There's some kind of problem.
No. Just follow me.
Alright then, start getting my gear together, and then I head down with him.
You make your way out. You see that Vanessa is sitting at a table with Tarmin. Tarmin is sweaty. His eyes have dark rings around them. He does not look good. He looks kind of sick, to be honest. Maybe he got a hangover. You're not sure. But you walk outside with Captain Kydro, and you see that several civilians, in fact a lot of civilians, you see this tiefling, red-skinned tiefling man who you saw previously waiting outside of his house. You see that pink-skinned woman, the Air Genasi woman, waiting outside of hers. You see this human woman and her what looked to be half-elven daughter with this bind over her eyes. They seem to be waiting outside of their house. You see that dark-skinned high elf woman that you tried to rob. You see her waiting outside of her house. And you see this man in armor walking through with this bowl. And as he passes each of these civilians, they all drop in pretty hefty sums of money. 1 silver, 3 silver. As he passes the high elf woman, you see her put in 5. Sorry, not silver. I was saying silver that whole time. Good fucking god, that's no money at all. Platinum. They're putting in platinum. sorry. You see the high elf woman put in 5 platinum. All that money. You know where it's going?
I wouldn't know.
It's going to various other kingdoms and continents, ones that need help. That's what the Order of Plor does. We try to help the other people of the world as best we can. The civilians here are not forced to do this. They don't have to put a single coin in that bowl. But all of them do it to help other people in other continents who need more. We're all very lucky here. We're all born to noble families, born into better lives, and we all know that not everyone has those chances. So we try to give back. The Order of Plor is dedicated to helping other people. I'm showing you this, Mr. Tushhog, because I know that you are the same. You want to help others. Perhaps you looked to us, assuming that our wealth and nobility made us cruel and heartless, like some others you have encountered. But that is not who.
They know it.
Yes, like him. Random voice in my head.
Just just think that he suddenly thinks back to Daniel West.
Random voice in my head.
But that is not who we are. Here in the City of Rein, and what I would like to believe here in the Solar Kingdom, we choose to help others. So, Peregrine, I ask that you don't try to rob any more of my civilians.
Seeing this, I look up to him and just say, "All right, but what about the ones that really deserve it?"
As he kind of smirks, and he kind of leans down just a bit. You're not gonna find any of those here, but if you find them, do me a favor, and while you're robbing them, give them a good kick in the ass while you're at it.
I doing that. I give a smile, I give a salute. I'm honored to do my civic duty.
Your friend, what was his name?
Nura.
No, not him. Him too, but I'll get to him. No, Orion. If you remember, Orion was the person from your town, another halfling that you knew from when you were young, who moved here and is one of the guards here. He's hoping to meet you at some point. Why don't you and Nura come by the training area later today? I plan on doing some training with the big guy. Might as well give you an opportunity to talk to your old friend.
It sounds good.
If any of the others are hoping to get some training in, just tell them to follow you guys.
Certainly take you up on your offer.
All right. Enjoy breakfast. As he walks away, and you see all the people going in to their houses, and you see that dark-skinned high elf woman look over and smile at you before she goes into her house.
The guilt trip. The guilt trip.
To be honest, I when you were saying all these lines of people outside the house, oh shit, they're gonna finger me for some crime.
It's like, oh no, the shit we forgot about.
All the other shit you guys have done.
Just empty your pockets. And it's just taking down all this stolen. I give her a nod and I head back into the inn to get some breakfast.
Are you gonna wake Nura or anyone else? Because you only see Tarmin down here right now.
All right. Okay. I'll go up to Nura.
Nura, you were already awake, but you hear the sound of your friend Peregrine doing a knock that you pretty much immediately recognize.
Come in.
I open the door. You're already up. Good. Just had a talk with City Watch Captain Kaidra.
Yeah, sorry about that yesterday.
No, that's good. Seems like he's he may be a man of the law, but certainly see what I'm trying to do.
Good.
But anyway, says Orion is part of the city guard here, and he'll be by the training area. And well, since Says Kydra will be there as well, sparring with you, so figure we head over there.
Before or after breakfast?
Well, after.
As Nura gets up from his bed, he has some basic foot gear on in his pants, and then he puts his battle axe with some straps on his back, and he heads out of his room, because that's all he has right now.
That is true.
All what a barbarian needs. And I'm gonna have it to
Ain't
knock
got
on Shaman's door.
So, Shaman,
Yes,
as you are laying in bed, you have that kind of split second jump awake, very short nightmare. Not a long drawn out one, not something with a lot of detail. You close your eyes to go to sleep for the night, and then you just see a quick vision of yourself back in the field and the giant sword of that undead swinging at you, and then you jolt awake to the knocking on your door.
it's fine. Dude's dead. Gone.
You remember that you were told that he respawns.
She does know that. She opens
He
the
has
door.
like extra lives.
Hello?
Good morning.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Are we getting breakfast?
They're serving it downstairs right now.
Do any of us have any money for breakfast?
The breakfast is free if you stay in the inn. They give,
Oh, fuck yeah.
They serve just like a lot of hotels, like they serve free breakfast in the morning. So she heads downstairs. As her voice even begins, like as she heads downstairs, another door opens and you see the flaming hair of her butler, Afada. Good morning. What'd you say, Maddie? All I heard was ah.
So she's like literally like, so she uses her fire to like go down the stairs really fast, and so she like swooshes past his door, a fire, and then it just cuts off and she's downstairs.
Miss Feyre, I told you not to use them outside of combat. As he rushes after her.
She lands on the floor downstairs and looks around.
Peregrine, I assume you start making your way downstairs?
Oh yeah.
So Peregrine, as you're walking down the hallway, you, don't really realize it at first as you're walking, but Carmen's door is just slightly ajar. And as you walk, you stop for a moment. This shiver goes down your spine as you look. In the empty black room, you see that the lantern that was at the bedside is broken. You don't see anything in the room, but you just get this uncomfortable feeling.
So to steel myself and creep a little closer towards the door.
Nah, bro, just close the door. Be on with your day.
I mean, you look around in the room. Other than the, there's a few marks on the walls. It looks like cuts or scrapes. And you see the broken lantern, as mentioned. There's nothing else really to know. You notice that Tarmin didn't make his bed.
Unforgivable.
Lazy fuck.
So
You
uncivilized.
uncivilized beast.
That's the only thing you have to say? Oh, fuck you!
So uncivilized.
Lazy fuck.
How uncivilized.
Whoa.
Close the door and just start it.
So you head downstairs. You see Vanessa waiting there. You see Nura is down there. You see Shaman is tapping her hands on the bar, waiting for food. You see Afara is trying to get her to calm down. You see... I think I've said... I might have forgotten Tarmin. Tarmin is there. He looks a bit more calm, but he still looks just completely exhausted.
Turns your head a full 300 or 180 degrees.
No,
Tarmin?
No, the fuck you don't. I'm not having those nightmares tonight.
Just Dark Elf doing that?
Nura would like to sit next to Vanessa.
See, that would make the most terrifying race.
So Vanessa is sitting next to Tarmin. You sit next to her. She's like, "Oh, good morning. Sorry, what was your name?"
Arrogant.
Not you're not the one who sat next to her.
Oh, sorry.
Nura?
Nice to meet you. I know we met yesterday, but just Nice in general to meet you.
As
Agreed.
Tarman looks up at Nura,
Yeah, Nora, you
Hey.
can tell. You can tell he is fucking exhausted. Like I said for Peregrine earlier, he looks like he might have maybe had some sort of hangover, like a really bad hangover. But
Armin, when we went to sleep, did you come back to drink?
no, I finished drinking for the night.
I'd like to roll insight.
go right on ahead.
17.
Would you like to roll deception, Tarman, or are you?
He cannot
I
hide
was
it
kinda
at
given
this
it.
moment.
Yeah. Okay. So
He is too panicked in his
yeah.
head.
So you don't know what happened, Nora, but you get a good feeling that something much more major than lack of sleep or alcohol happened to Tarman last night. Maybe a really, really, really bad nightmare, but it's kind of hard to tell.
So I'm gonna be slick here. So what I do is I reach my arm around. I'm gonna pat Tarman on the back and ask him like, "Hey, you good with night terrors, a nightmare maybe?" And doubling, putting my arm around Vanessa.
Vanessa looks
You're a douchebag.
over at you, and she slips her head underneath your arm, and she goes and sits away from both of you at the other side of the table.
As Tarman just looks at him, just a really bad nightmare. It's probably nothing. As he's trying to act like, everything's fine, just trying to put on a fake smile.
Must have been some nightmare. That room looks like you've been fighting demons.
Daria comes back out. All right. As she places egg, bacon, grits, biscuits, sausage, pancakes, or flaps, whatever they're called in medieval times. You know.
Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes.
Places every kind of breakfast food you could possibly want, and places the plates in front of next to them. All of this is in front of you, Shaman.
Cool.
Shaman looks over to Tarman. Are you okay?
I'm alright.
You look kind of like a mess, though.
Afada whispers something in her ear, which I will text to you.
Tarman, I have an idea.
Hold on.
Well,
Well,
Shaman's
point.
gonna make him a plate anyway. She's making Tarman a plate. What do you like on your plate, Tarman?
You pick.
She just sort of eyes the food, slowly leering towards the bread.
Toast.
No.
Toast.
What?
Bread.
It's only
More than
biscuits.
that.
It's not bread. It's just biscuits.
It's
Type
the
of bread.
Good to know.
Afada looks over at Nura. What about you? What would you like? I'll make your plate.
Thank you. See, I'll do the grits, the bacon,
All right.
sausage, and the biscuits.
All right then. Not a problem. As Vanessa gets up, walking over, grabbing a plate, she looks over at Peregrine. I'll make yours. What do you want?
Eggs, bacon, and biscuits.
All right. Afada makes his plate and Nura's. Shaman, I assume, makes her plate and Tarman's, and Vanessa makes her plate and Peregrine's. And everyone walks over to the table, gets all the food out. You see the cook, the large orc Goro. He walks out and he has a plate, and he sits down next to Daria at one of the tables, and they begin eating.
Okay, so Shaman comes back with Tarman's plate and her own plate. Her plate is literally just biscuits piled on top of each other. But so Tarman's plate is like one of everything, but hers is literally just the bread pile. And she puts his plate in front of him and sits next to Tarman.
As Tarman looks at his allies, just them sitting with him. Well, this is kind of new, but alright.
as the door opens and you see the captain, Kydro, walk through. Sorry to interrupt your breakfast. I just need to come give you all this. As he places down small bags in front of the four of you.
Money! I can use it to buy more bread! She grabs it.
I
Is-
Murray's gonna grab his bag.
I use the bread to get more bread.
As Tarman walks over to one of the bags,
Oh, well, he places them in, next to your plates on the table. And
he looks inside.
You look inside. Each of you have been given 100 gold. So he says to all of you, "There is another adventurer making his way. We just got the bird from Ecol about an hour ago. He said it says that he should make his way here tonight. So you should all wait here in the city so that you can get your next ally. And then
Who are
tomorrow,
we waiting for?
another adventurer.
What's his name?
I don't know.
What's he look like?
I don't know.
I think that's his name.
As this conversation is going, can Nura start to scarf down his food because he wants to leave with the captain to go try?
Oh yeah, you go ahead and eat.
As
Oh, yeah.
Tarman
Yeah, I'll
looks
do the
at the
same.
captain, excuse me,
Yeah.
is there someone I could potentially talk to? I've been dealing with some nightmares.
Well,
I know what he needs.
I don't know if you're the religious type, but you could head to the.
As he hears that, nope.
He's just
He
shut the
needs
fuck
some
up.
therapy.
As he looks at him and says, I'm sorry, it's just...
Well.
You guys have a town therapist?
No, we don't have a therapist. I don't.
What's therapy?
As Tarman looks at him, never mind, it's fine.
Right. Well, either way, you guys have a day here in the city. Tomorrow morning, I'd like you to leave out if possible. That way to get things taken care of soon enough. But with that other adventurer coming, you should have a good, healthy group. Alright, well, I guess I will see you all whenever I'm not good at talking to people, sorry.
That's
Nura
fine,
finishes
don't
his food.
worry.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
You're
I'm
ready.
finished up as well.
You just ate. Are you sure you're ready to train?
Ooh, I've been through worse.
You're gonna get a stomachache.
I would like to see you two later, Mrs. Vera, was it?
Yeah, Farah, and this is Avara.
Hello. Is he an adventurer? Oh, no, I'm not. No. I'm her butler. Butler?
Damon, you're rich?
It's not like that. Alright. Well, Nora, come on then.
Nura walks out in his dirty rags of clothing.
After a little bit, Daria has flipped open the open sign, and people start making their way in. You see that red tiefling man enters. You actually see that the pink-skinned Genasi woman, Miria, as the one you talked to, Tarman, she makes her way in. You see the door kind of flap open, and that man from last night face plant on the ground as he walks in, looking already drunk somehow, as he immediately just places down gold. Open my tab, Daria. Okay, Gerald. What's your first? I'll have 4 blackouts. I'll have 2 shots of your strongest rum. I will have a margarita. And, he pulls out a copper piece. And 1 shot of, kitchen grease. Coming right up.
Damn, okay.
As this man walks into the corner, stumbling past all of you, and just sits down. And you see that tiefling man, the red tiefling, as mentioned previously, is going through a deck of cards, just kind of flipping them, tapping them on the table, flipping them again, spinning them around, tapping them on the table.
What you doing with those cards?
Oh, well, if you didn't know, this is a signifier for offering someone a game, if anyone's interested.
A game of what?
Bullshit!
As soon as Tarman hears that name of the game, he gets up and walks over.
This,
Bergen looks out the window.
Still looking like hell.
yeah, as you're walking over, you know, I've always had a thing for the sad tired types.
Please no.
As Tarman looks at him, flattered but not interested.
Oh,
I'm not gay.
Anyone else care to join the game?
Yeah, I got time. I walk over and sit down at the table.
Vanessa just kind of shrugs. Fuck it, might as well. As Afada pokes Seamus' shoulder, how about you head over to the trading yard with where Nura's at? You know, I'm a good enough teacher as is, but I'm sure that the people here would be able to teach you much better than I could.
Don't say that. As she like pats his face. But okay.
Go ahead and
As
deal me a deck.
before the game starts, Tarman looks at Daria. Hey, Daria,
Yeah, what's up?
do you have anything that can help just rejuvenate me? Just makes me a little more awake, just temporarily.
Coffee.
Yeah, I was literally gonna say. She walks to the back and walks back out with this strange black liquid. It's coffee.
It bubbles and toils.
It's she hands you a cup of coffee. It's on the house.
As he looks at her, thank you. As he takes a drink from his coffee.
All right. Well.
I'm still depressed, but I'm fast.
You're depressing.
You don't understand.
Some expensive for his depression.
You don't understand. I've tapped into the speed force. My brain now runs a million times faster than it did before. So you're like really intelligent? No, I'm dumb quicker.
Dumb quicker.
He's stupid premium.
So does this help with the exhaustion just for temporarily?
Not
or that?
yet. No. It's
Gotcha.
it's gonna have to kick in, and then it is not gonna last very long. But
Gotcha.
this red tiefling asks, so have any of you ever played a game of bullshit?
As Tarman looks at him, I have.
What about you? Wait, hang on. What about you, Fun Size? You ever played a game?
I played one or two in my life.
Yeah, I've played a couple. I have no idea what game we're playing, but I'm excited nonetheless. Right, so, as he begins to deal out the cards to everyone, so just to go over, everyone has a hand of cards. You will place down a card, 2 cards, however many cards, and you will name off each card facing them down. Now, everyone here at the table has a chance to call bullshit. Then you have to flip them over. If any of your cards were not what you said they were, you have to take all the cards back in. But if you did lay down what you said you laid down, the other people, the one who called it falsely, will have to take the cards into their deck. The winner is whoever runs out of cards first, but I like to do the game where every time someone runs out of cards, they are safe and out of the game. And then, so there is one winner, who is the person who wins first, and then there is one loser, the person who does not empty their deck. The way I like to do this is the winner, the loser of the entire game has to buy the winner a drink.
Sounds fun to me.
Seems fair.
Alright. Moving on to the other set of people. Nura, you follow Captain Kydro into the training hall for the Order of Pelor. there you see Gunter, the half-orc that you met previously, and you see you see Logan, who is currently training, and you see a halfling wearing simple guard's armor, but something about this halfling's energy seems familiar to you. Either way, Kydro pats you on the shoulder. Alright, big guy. Hope you're ready for some real high-level endurance training. Kydro walks over to a kind of a thing of training weapons, and he takes these flat metal handles, and he grabs two of them and he punches them together, and you hear a clang and a spark as he cracks his neck and he turns to you. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit you as hard as I can with these. What you're gonna do is not flinch.
He's having fun with this.
You ready?
No. Nura is going to ready himself. There's no better way to say that.
Yep. Alright, well, I need you to make a con save.
13.
13, and he is gonna roll his... Ooh. So you try to brace yourself, you try to ready yourself, and he just punches you straight in the stomach, and you feel some of that food that you were eating come back up your throat. You swallow it back down quickly, but that hit really hurt. It completely knocked the wind out of you. You don't feel like you gained anything from taking that hit. As despite your size, you being bigger than him, you kind of you stumble a bit and you wince, and you just that it takes you a second to recover, as he just seems ready to punch you again. You're not backing out on me already, are you?
As I step up as he says that. 22!
Alright, yeah, so you steel yourself for this hit as he moves forward, and he punches you straight in the stomach once again. But this time you take the hit, you wince a bit because it does hurt, but you don't break. You steel yourself, and you're like a statue as he slams his fist in. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. Again.
No!
Oh.
So,
What was it?
5, at 1.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Oh no, wait.
You rolled a natural 1. There's no waiting.
Yeah. However,
There is no escape.
he punches you in
no,
the
I have inspiration.
Oh, okay, so you just want to make it a normal failure then.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get punched in the stomach. Once again, ow, that hurt. But you don't get knocked on your ass, and you don't, buckle your... Oh, sorry. No, ow, that hurt, but you don't end up vomiting up all the food you ate. However, you do end up on one of your knees from that hit. As you're trying to catch your breath, he just pats your shoulder. Come on, I know you're tougher than that. I'm not even putting my back into it yet. Go
Nura hears this, as now he is filled with his own form of determination and rage from that statement. As he gets back up, he goes, "Then hit me."
Okay.
He's just letting you get beat up.
Oh.
15.
Yeah, but he
What did
rolled
he
a
roll?
natural 20. So,
Joseph, I'd just like you to go ahead, take Nura out to the barn and shoot him, please.
he punches you in the stomach, and this time all that breakfast comes flying out of your mouth and onto the ground. As you fall to your knee, and you're just kind of like, there's that moment shivering of like, oh shit, that fucking sucks. Oh, yeah, that one didn't look good.
I could take more.
Hit me.
Yeah, I get back up though. Nura is a sucker for pain.
You sure? We keep going much longer, you could end up seriously hurt.
I could take it.
You're gonna have to convince him to hit you again. Because he doesn't look like he wants to keep going. I don't know about this.
I know how to convince him. Remember when my friend was having whey yesterday? That was my idea.
All right, roll again. That worked.
I confess to a crime.
Oh,
That's 20!
Finally.
that fist comes flying at you, and you just grip, and you feel this electricity go through your body as you just clench, and that metal hits, and you watch his hand kind of bounce back off of your abs. It's like boom, as he's like, "Oh, I was waiting for that," but.
Also, you're under arrest.
Yeah, if he does go any further, if he keeps going, you'll probably end up getting injured. I will say that was a natural 20, which is the best thing you could possibly get in this situation. If he keeps doing this, you're probably going to get hurt. And you, with a natural 20, technically that is 2 successes in this situation. This is going to stop here, because he's already ran the full course anyways, but you are going to manage to get that +1. Because you just had to steel yourself. So you're going to get a +1 to con. He takes those things off as your stomach has bruises and red marks, and he's just like, I think that's enough for today. As he looks at you. What's your preferred weapon?
Trident.
Well, we don't have any of the sort. He pulls out what appears to be... It's like a spear at first, but it's longer. The handle is thicker, and the blade is kind of curved and very thick at the top, almost as long as a short sword. He hands you a glaive.
What's this?
It's a glaive. It's as close to what you'd be used to using that we have here. Consider this a gift from me, and a congratulations.
Thank you. One other question. Do you know anyone in this city that can make clothes? Because, not gonna lie to you, these pants, as he looks down, they're kind of ruined.
Well, we do have a tailor, yes.
If you could just point me in that direction.
Of course. He will actually go ahead and walk you in that direction. But as you're walking, you see Shaman walking in. Shaman, are you going to walk over to Logan?
Yes.
Logan doesn't actually have his armor on, though, and you do see that his knuckles are a bit red from probably taking a few hits that he tried to block. But he sees you walking over. Shaman, good to see you again.
I would like to do some training.
Well, I'm going to be doing some track running here in a bit. If you'd like to join me.
Ooh. You want to do a race? Does she just, her eyes sparkle?
I'm not the competitive type, and this isn't exactly racing.
I want to see you run. I mean, you're pretty big. I wonder how fast you can run.
I'm not the best at it. That's exactly why I'm taking the time to train. So, you gonna come with me to the track?
Yeah.
All right, follow me. So you make your way to the track. The track is not it is not a long track like around anything. It is a straightforward track, but it is not empty either. You see what looks to be ropes. You see walls. You see what look like hanging logs that are ready to be activated.
We're joining the army.
Holes on the track that you would have to avoid. This is not a straightforward run. There are obstacles that you have to dodge. You ready?
Mm-hmm. And she sort of just hops in place.
Alright. I'm gonna need you to run forward and make a dex check for me.
I'm not going to get a plus anything. Rest in peace.
So you begin to run forward. Logan's doing the same, but he's running on a separate track from you. He's running on a track along the side. As you're running, you're keeping a steadier pace. You're not like sprinting forward. But you see the wall up ahead, which is the first obstacle because the track actually is on top of this wall. It's more like a hill or I don't know how to describe it. But you have to climb up on top of that first. and you jump up and you try to grab hold of it, but you're not moving fast enough to get up there, so now you're at the bottom of the wall. And you need to get up there somehow. You can choose to roll acrobatics if you'd like. It would give you an edge, because you're climbing a wall. Alright.
13?
13, yeah, no. That's enough to get up the wall. It just barely, so you just kind of take a step back, you catch your breath, you run and you kick off the wall. You barely manage to grab hold. You're basically holding on with 2 fingers, but you just kind of use your feet to get up. And you're like, finally, it's over. I'm done. And then you see that the rest of the track is in front of you.
She just sort of like blinks. Oh, great. Okay.
You see that there is a rope, and there's multiple ropes, so there's no way to jump over it realistically, or a way to slide under it. So you just run forward, and eventually you touch the rope, and all of them snap immediately. And as you keep running forward, you see all of these logs just flying towards you on both sides. You need to make a dex save.
Okay. 15.
15, just barely managing to dodge the first one. Roll again.
Oh, God. 16.
16, you managed to dodge the second one. Roll again.
14.
14, you just barely... God damn it. Come on, sorry. You just barely managed to dodge the third one. Roll one more time. 18,
No, 18.
You managed to flip over the last one. As you continue running forward, you see a pit, like between you and the basically checkpoint. Shaman, go ahead and just make a dex check.
Yee. 9.
Shaman, make a dex save.
8.
Shaman, you jump forward, and as you're trying to catch yourself as you land sliding off, you fail, and you fall all the way down into this very deep pit and land on your back, kind of the wind being knocked out of you.
I don't think there's any getting back up there.
Yeah, you look up, you are very high up. By the way, they gave you, sorry, I should have said this. I'm forgetting to do things, I apologize. They gave you a set of goggles since it is daytime.
Thank you. Thank God.
Yeah. Yeah, you're currently in this pit. Go ahead and roll dex.
Okay. 14?
14, you kind of just run up the wall a bit. You aren't able to get all the way up to the top. Make a dex save.
Okie dokie. 20.
So as you're running up, you just feel your feet slip, but you manage to push off the wall, moving yourself up just a bit more and managing to grab the wall on the other side. You are currently dangling off of this dirt wall, essentially.
Oh, no.
Go ahead and make another dex check.
Oh, remove 2 from that. It's a 22.
Okay, that works. You kick off of that one, and you manage to grab the side of this ledge, essentially, and you manage to pull yourself up.
Dirt is not my friend.
Now, yeah, so you pull yourself back up, and you see the side that you pulled up onto is back on the other side. So you are not on the side that the
Fuck.
thing is. Well, the only way to complete this, either way, to get that +1 is to jump over this successfully.
10.
10. Make a dex save.
God damn it. It's gonna be forever. Oh no. 22.
So you jump forward, you just barely catch the ledge, you feel your ankle almost twist, but it slides, and as you're falling, your face is kind of falling towards the edge of this, but you push your hand down, and you fling yourself forward and past the checkpoint, essentially. That is a +1 to your dex.
Good lord.
However, with all the effort it took you to get here, I'm gonna say you are effectively exhausted. Logan walks over. You can see he is covered in dirt and sweat, and you can see that he's got scrapes and stuff on his arms. Looks like he was having some trouble too.
Hi, Logan.
He puts his hand out to you. Need some help up?
Please. As she puts her hand out.
Helps you up. Why don't we get you back to your friends?
Definitely probably would be a good thing. She just sort of like wobbles towards the inn.
Yeah, so he leads you back that way. We're gonna go ahead and go to Nura real quick because he already had somewhere else he wanted to go. Nura, Kydro leads you to where the tailor is, and he wishes you good rest and says good job, and he heads back to the training area. You walk in, you see this woman. She's got red hair, and she has this cute little like flower, not crown. I forget what they're called. The things that go around your head. But she has one of those around her head. She's got very long red hair, and as you look at her legs, you see goat legs. As you realize this is a satyr woman. As she turns around.
Oh.
Well, good morning. What can I do for you?
I need a new set of clothes. Yeah, he just presents well himself.
Well, you're pretty big, lad. But that doesn't really matter, as I have clothes of all shapes and sizes. Are you wanting anything specific, or are you just gonna take what I have to give you?
As far as pants and clothes go, yeah. I need, I would like a new set of trousers, some footwear, and, a robe top, if you don't mind.
But nothing specific as far as design.
I'm quite fond of the color red.
Well, I've got red. That's fine. If you want anything special, I can do it, but since I have to make it, it would be 50 gold. But if you're just gonna buy what I've got, that'll be 25.
Well, in that case, before getting captured a while back from the Chromatic Legion, I had a from the Chromatic Legion.
What's that?
So they live in the mountains. From what I understand, they worship Tiamat. Not a great idea.
Tiamat, I think I've heard of that. That's an evil thing, right?
Yeah, 5-headed dragon woman wants to.
That sounds bad.
I know it is. And I had something that I think was passed down to me. I'm not sure. But until I get it back, I would like a new one. As I go through explaining to her what it looks like,
Okay.
I'll post what it looks like in dice rolls so everyone knows.
Yeah, so some normal pants, that should be fine, but you want this red robe top with gold lining and kind of red fold-ins, right? Or blue fold-ins, sorry. That's what you said.
Yes, that'd be correct.
And some simple arm braces.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I can do that. So that'll be 50. That'll be 50 gold.
Then, do you have any fur boots?
Yeah. Like I said, the pants that you described, I can take care of those. The robe top's the only thing that's gonna cost extra. So 50 total.
I put 50 gold on the counter from the sack I got.
All right. I will have that ready for you by tonight.
Great, thank you. I'm staying at the inn where I say her name. Daria.
Daria's in. Right. All right. I will bring it by.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Real quick, just so that I know, what's your name?
Oh, Nura.
Sally. Nice to meet you.
Shake her hand.
She shakes yours. As she just kind of looks down at your big buff hand. Firm grip.
Thank you. As I'll just return to the party now, to the inn.
All right, so yeah, as you're making your way to the inn, you see Shaman, and you see Logan walking with her, but you see that Shaman and Logan actually look a good bit beat up, kind of covered in dirt and dust. They look both pretty exhausted.
Hi, Nara.
Oh, shit, Shaman, you look like shit.
I know.
She
She
went.
puts a thumbs up.
She went over the track. It's a bit difficult. You should. Why don't she head with you back to the inn? I've got to get back to the training grounds.
I was gonna make
Hi,
a...
Logan.
Hi, Logan. Hey, Shaman, you want to stop by the blacksmith real fast?
To carry me.
Alright. As I just pick her up.
She puts her hands up as he does. Wee.
It's like a taking his child upstairs.
Wee.
Is there anything before we get to that? Is there anything Peregrine or Tarman are up doing right now? Or any place you guys want to go? I don't want to not leave you guys behind this whole time. So
I mean, Tarman would be willing to talk with Peregrine. Yeah, just get to know one of the allies.
any place you want to go in particular, Peregrine?
I do, but I want to do that with Neuro, so we both get the information. So,
All right, that's fine. So you and
talk.
you, Vanessa, Afara, that tiefling that none of you asked the name of is back over at his at the table that you guys are playing, and he's gotten another group of people playing with him. As you guys are talking, the bar opens and the bar door opens and you see some people look over a bit confused, kind of surprised, including Daria, as you see this tabaxi woman, this snow leopard tabaxi woman in this like white like fabric almost cloak, but you see this golden symbol of Plor around her neck. As Daria says, "Oh, Miss Rhea, Miss Icewind, what are you doing here?" "I was told there was someone I should speak with." "Tarman, are you here?"
Oh no.
As he hears that, he looks over. "I'm here."
"If you have a moment, I'd like to talk to you in private."
As Tarman looks to see on the table if there's any drink and just takes a drink and says aura. He just grabs someone's random drink in that because he is not ready for this.
As you grab Constantine's drink, and he's like, "Well, I guess he was still upset over the card game."
I can understand
You
this.
still don't. I realize the party still doesn't know his name, so I don't know why I keep saying his name. But anyway,
As Tarman looks at him, says, "Thanks."
I didn't give that to you.
That wasn't a gift.
That was not a gift, but okay. As he walks over.
Thank you. I'm sorry for bothering you. My name is Rhea Icewind. I understand that you have personal disassociation when it comes to religion, and that is perfectly fine. I'm not here to talk to you about that. But I have grown accustomed to speaking with people who need help, and Kydro wanted me to talk to you. He tells me that you've been having nightmares.
Yeah. Seems to be a lot more regularly now.
You came to this continent only but around a week now, yes? Have you been here?
Yeah.
Have you been here before?
As Tarman thinks about lying in this moment, But in this moment, he just looks at her and says, "Yes."
Did something happen here? Something that was troubling for you?
Yeah.
If you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share some of it?
There's one other person if I am going to talk about it. I want to hear. I want Logan James.
I can go get Logan. Would you like to walk with me? I'm sure he's training right now.
Sure.
All right. Would your other friend like to join us? I know that one of our guards is an old friend of his, as far as I've heard.
As he looks at Peregrine,
Of course, yeah.
Peregrine, I've been listening this whole time. What are you talking about? No,
I'm always listening.
so, I assume you guys, begin to leave. Vanessa, looking back. You guys heading out?
yeah, I'll be back. When I come back, wanna get a drink and talk?
Yeah, sure. It's fine. So you guys head out. We're gonna quickly jump back over to Nura and Shaman. So you guys enter the blacksmith. You hear the sound of a hammer just going against metal as this, he's not a very large, Goliath. He's not as big as, like, Nura, nor is he as, like, buff. He's like not small, but he's very average size for a Goliath. But you see him hammering away as he stops. Hello, welcome into my shop. What can I do for you? My name is Half-Light.
I'd like to sell my battle-axe.
Sell your battle axe. Alright, let me have a look.
They place it on the table.
This weapon's condition isn't the worst I've seen, but it has been used. I can't give you anything full price, but how would 50 gold sound? I can definitely use it for some scrap parts.
Did you do 70?
60. How's that sound?
60 and a half.
That would be
Man.
65. But how does 60 sound?
60 will do.
Alright. As he takes the axe from you and he pulls out 60 gold.
I'm gonna put it in my other gold bag and say, Shaman, was there anything you needed before we leave?
Shaman's gonna look around for a minute. What is there to look at?
Oh,
I just
there's a lot of things. There's dagger sets, there's different various axes, hand axes, battle axes, great axes. There's spears, there's short swords, long swords, great swords, really great swords, amazing swords,
really great swords.
spectacular swords.
average looking sword.
Yeah,
Yes,
there's
we
like
have the
Above average.
These are the self-esteem swords.
Inquisitor swords. Mm.
there's just a variety of different weapons. Nothing like insane, but
Is there anything to help with? Is there anything to help with punches?
nothing of that style. But if you ask him, he might be able to give you something.
Do you have anything gauntlet related that could help pack a punch?
I have a variety of different gauntlets. Sure. What kind would you be looking for? Anything in particular?
Something that could deal with fire.
Fire. That's complicated because most items are either going to be burned or if it's metal, heated up, which could put you at risk of getting injured. I could possibly get a fire resistance enchantment, but that's gonna cost a bit.
Okay, how much would this cost?
Well, if I give you the gauntlets, that's gonna be 100 straight. And when it comes to any enchanting, since I'm not the best and it does take me quite some time, about 2 days at the shortest, that would be an extra 100 gold.
I have 100 gold. Is there any way I could possibly pay later? Question mark.
Well, as much as I'd like to say yes, there's risk of theft. And not that you seem untrustworthy, but it's best not to run the risk. Otherwise, I have to take that risk with others, and eventually I would be stolen from. I hope you understand.
It's okay. And she's just going to blast up into the sky outside. Afara!
Sitting in the bar, Afara notices. Excuse me one moment, as he rushes out. And as he's running out, he just slowly is reaching into his clothing, ready to pull a weapon out, but he sees her just standing there. He just stops. What is it? What was it, Shaman? Something happened.
Hi, do you have any money?
Bro.
I feel so bad for them.
I just imagine him saying, "Nah, you broke ass bitch."
I have some.
I'm your guardian, not your bank.
I have some. Why?
Do you happen to have 100?
Well, I only have 100.
Just sort of blinks.
Shaman, if you are going to do that, do remember that I told you that the signal is if you are in danger, or if I'm trying to find you. Not for money.
Oh. Right. I forgot. And
It's
just
an
sort of
emergency.
and she just sort of looks up at him. Well, thank you anyway for coming to my aid so quick. Where were you anyway?
I was in the bar. Just relaxing.
You got here from the tavern that fast?
He looks over. The tavern is like, it's not super far away, but it is good, 200 or more feet away. Yes.
Oh. I didn't know how far we were.
Oh no, it's still he got there in 5 seconds.
He's just like, pardon me this one moment.
My guardian senses are tingling.
And then it's just money.
Why don't we...
Shopping.
Why don't we head back to the inn?
Yeah.
What? As the father's talking, he just notices... Shaman, what... How did you get all this dirt on you? All these scratches, what happened?
I took a training course and I fell into a pit. And, it was a little hard to get out of. So I'm kind of tired.
A little hard, eh?
When I knew
I'm
you
sure
were,
it was.
when I sent you for training, I didn't realize that they were going to be this tough on you.
What did you expect?
I don't know, enough for them to beat you like this.
They didn't beat me.
Look,
Oh.
let's go get you cleaned up, and let's get back to the inn so you can get something to eat.
Is it bread? Do they have any bread?
Likely. Nura, Shaman, you guys notice Tarman and Peregrine walking with this snow leopard tabaxi woman.
Shaman is gonna walk over, or she's going to be sitting on Nura's back and pretty much be like, yeah, go towards them.
Immediately suplex.
Nora walks over to the group.
Hi guys, what's going on?
Hey.
We're just going over to the training ground.
Have fun.
Nura, you look roughed up. Shaman, well, you look like you, but you're a little more dirty.
Wow, thanks.
Yeah. I think me and Shaman are probably gonna head back to the inn and catch some showers.
Who is this lady?
Hello, I am Rhea Icewind. I'm the priestess of the Church of Plor.
She sort of just looks over to Tarman and back at the priest.
As you see Tarman just still a little, as he does hear that, he's just kind of trying to keep a straight face, trying not to show anything.
You're probably not talking to the right person, lady.
I believe I'm talking to exactly who I should be speaking with.
Okay. Your funeral.
So I assume, Peregrine, Tarman, you're going to follow her towards the training grounds. Nora,
Yep.
Shaman,
Yep.
I assume you guys are heading back to the inn.
Yes, I'm...
Alright, so, Peregrine, Tarman, as you follow Rhea to the training grounds, you see, once again, many different members of the Order of Plor and the City Guard all training. You see Logan, who looks a bit scratched up, but you see him training with Gunter, the half-orc. You see them training with these wooden staffs, almost like swords. And you see him whack Gunter across the head, and Gunter just, oh! But as you guys are looking around, Peregrine, you see in guard armor, with a shield strapped around his arm, and then a training sword, you see a familiar halfling fighting against this spinning wooden tower thing. If you remember the things from Kung Fu Panda, he's basically training with one of those. You see your friend from when you were young, Orion Grathan. Or Grathan. Grathan? Grathan? Orion. You see your friend Orion. You see his freckled face, his tan skin, his reddish orange hair, his bright green eyes. And you can hear him from where you're standing. You can hear him shit talking the thing that he's fighting. Oh yeah, how's that for some fucking morning wood, you bastard? As he
I want to give him inspiration.
As he is just beating. Wait, you give him? Wait, what?
No, I'm saying like I would have given him inspiration.
But yeah, he's just training, and you immediately recognize your old friend, and you remember when you were younger, as your parents were out robbing from the rich, and as they do. You
As
remember,
good parents do.
Yeah, as your parents did. You remember him and you in the back like area of your town, fighting with sticks, and remember hitting him across the face so hard that you were pretty sure it was going to leave a scar. And from the distance, you can see the little scar on his cheek.
You scarred him. How cute.
Yay!
Adorable.
Nothing like a good mutilation to make a friendship.
I know, right?
But again, Tarman, Rhea is walking towards Logan.
As he follows.
Peregrine, are you going to head over to your old friend?
Yes, I'd actually like to try and sneak up on them. 16.
Alright, yeah, so he's completely focused on fighting this block of wood with spinning arms as he strikes them. Ha, cha. Yeah, how's that, you ugly bastard? Take that. Oh, what, you want some of this? Cha. No one fuck with Orion Grathan.
I just sneak up behind him and just say like in a deep voice, "What did you say about me?"
Ha! What the shit? Wait a fucking minute. As he places down the stick, taking off the shield, he kind of touches your face. I'd recognize that submissive and breedable face anywhere. Peregrine fucking tush hog, how the fuck are ya?
Apparently,
I recognize that scarred face anywhere. Orion, it's good to see you.
Oh yeah, you're a fucking funny one, aren't you, tush hog? You keep talking about you keep talking about the scar. I'm gonna give you something much worse.
On your butthole.
Let the tongue lashing you're giving that dummy.
Look, man, I'm trying to keep myself, motivated. As he just looks and he stops for a second and he just shakes his head and he just kind of wraps you into a hug. It's good to fucking see you, mate. It's good to fucking see you.
Ron, hug as well. Good to see you too. Been too long.
You know, I'd ask if you were keeping out of trouble, but given what Logan said to me, I don't think you are.
Oh, do you expect anything less?
Of course not. You're a tush hog. Your family's a bunch of thieving, sneaking bastards, but you always did it for good. That's what I always respected about you.
Good thieving bastards.
Good thieving bastards, exactly.
So how's guard life been?
Well, you know, it's been. Be completely honest with you. It took a while for me to get the fucking job.
How's that?
Well, you know me. I wasn't exactly the most well behaved when I first arrived here.
Know that to be true.
I kind of, well, I might have, stolen Kydro's underwear a few times.
You did what?
Shaman, you're not here.
I know, but what? What did he do? I must know.
I heard stolen underwear.
Yeah, he said he stole Captain Kydro's underwear a few times.
Becker just laughs and just pats him on the shoulder.
You see, my plan was to get enough of his underwear to make a flag, and then replace the flag on the castle with it. Didn't exactly happen, because he caught me going through his drawer for his drawers, and well, let's just say the scar you gave me on my cheek ain't as bad as the scar I've got on the other one.
Oh.
Well, hey, well, listen. Since I'm in town, if you ever want to make that prank a real thing, all you gotta do is call me.
I don't know. I'll be completely honest with you. Now that I work for the bastard, Kydro's kind of fucking scary.
I know what
He
you mean.
wanted me to do this thing he calls endurance training. It's just him beating the shit out of you.
You know,
beating the shit out of you.
Actually, my friend Nura, I think he went through some of that endurance training.
Oh, the poor bastard. Motherfucker doesn't go easy on you.
Whole chest looks like he had a bowl of plums.
Oh. So, what brings you to, the great continent of Iora?
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about.
Really? What's that?
Well, let me start from the beginning. So we got kidnapped by dark elves.
Oh, what the fuck? That's one way to start a story.
Oh yeah. But you know me. Escaped out the cell.
Right.
Got rest of the crew out. Got Nura. I've told you all about him.
Oh yeah, the big fella. I heard about him.
Yeah. Picked up Tarman, human fella. Looks good.
He looks over, cause the guy who walked in with you. Yeah, he's not bad looking. Not my type. My type is women, but no judgment.
Okay. And we picked up, funny enough, a dark elf in the cell named Shaman.
Okay, stop real quick. Was she one of the ones that kidnapped you, or was she kidnapped?
No, they kidnapped her.
Well, that's weird.
I know, right?
Alright,
So,
so go ahead.
So yeah, anyway, we all get out there, knock a couple of heads around.
Right?
Fell into a river and fell down some water.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Got attacked by undead, followed by more undead, followed by a bunch of orcs, and then followed by I think you know him, Cypress.
Oh, Cypress. Yeah, that motherfucker will, kill you, actually. I got sent like 50 yards by that motherfucker with that sword one time passing through there.
Did the same thing to me.
Really? Isn't
Something.
that interesting?
That's not something against halflings.
Maybe.
So
Alright.
anyway,
Oh, go ahead again.
dealt with that, and now we're here.
Oh, well. Glad you survived. Rhea grabs hold of the symbol of blue around her neck. There is much that I should pray. As Logan nods to her. Go to your sermon, Rhea. Tarman, I will talk to Kydro, have him investigate, see what we can find. Just try to keep your head clear. And maybe keep close with others.
As he hears that, he just nods.
The day is starting to get winding down. You should head to the inn, get some dinner. That other adventurer should be here soon.
As Tarman heads to the inn.
You head to the inn, walking through the streets as the sky has turned a kind of a vibrant orange color as the sun goes down. As you enter, you see Nura, Peregrine, Shaman, Afada, Vanessa, Daria, Goro, the several people who are in the tavern. That feeling fades slightly, but there's this aching, this nervous tick in the back of your head that for some reason tells you that no one can help you. But that feeling for some reason fades as you walked in and closed the door behind you. The door opens behind you as someone else walks in.
Tarman looks.
Everyone else, I assume you look to Tarman and then look to the new person entering the room?
Yes.
Correct.
Yep.
What you all see, or who you all see. Human man with messy black hair, this black facial hair, these tired brown hazel eyes, this military-esque blue coat with some metallic armor plating, and this red scarf around his neck. As he looks to all of you, you must be the other adventurers I'm traveling with. Name's Sebastian. And that is where we are going to end today's session.
Yay!
Yay!
Alright, well, was definitely an interesting one. I would like to say one of the more relaxing sessions so far, since there was no combat, but somehow after the beginning of the session, I don't think I can call it that.
After people getting beat up to shit,
Yeah.
it started out fine. Just, Tarman freaking out as he does.
Shaman, did you enjoy your your training?
Yeah.
So just rolling around in the mud.
Alright, well, that'll be the end of this session. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope anyone watching will who enjoyed as well, and will come by in 2 weeks for the next session. Stay adventurous.